Hello, everybody. My name is Javnyuy Joybert, and I am super excited to give you this brief talk on how to dominate on the global stage. And of course, a big thank you to Aya Bini for the invitation to share a brief talk on this incredible event that he has put together with his team, the SWAG PD organization, and of course, to be part of this leadership and entrepreneurship awards events that they have put on together. And of course, I would have been around, but as a result of multiple travels, I am not able to be in Cameroon at this particular moment to be part of this particular event. Greetings from the United States of America. And he asked me to give a brief talk on how to dominate on the global stage. And I want to share a few thoughts. And after having an experience or the experience as a young professional in the speaking, training, consulting, facilitating across the business landscape in 20 countries and counting, I think I have a little bit of advice and some nuggets to share as far as building, a global career is concerned. I am still on the journey. I have not arrived, but I can just share from my experience and from what I have also learned observing other experts and industry captains in the incredible work that they do in their respective industries across the world. So what have I learned so far doing work across multiple countries, 4 continents and counting so far in my industry? And I think what I will share cut across every industry that we all are thriving to become industry captains and leaders. The first thing I'll talk about is make sure you conquer your local markets. Yes, make sure you conquer your local market. And I will go a step further by emphasizing that see your local market as your training ground. See where you are right now as your training ground. Many a times, because of the advent and the growth of social media, many people feel that posting the work that they do on social media qualifies them to be on the global stage. That's a totally different thing. That's just branding or part of what I like to call hyping, right? But making noise on social media without a good track record on ground, that's hyping and not branding. So you need to make sure that you do your best to conquer that local market. Why? Because in the global stage, when you stand on the global stage, it is the work that you have done, where you are coming from, that will validate your credibility and your professionalism and your ability to create results. So if you are in Boyam, you are in Bamenda, you are in Yaoundé, you are in Douala, wherever you find yourself, your major responsibility is to conquer your local market and make sure you are good at what you do. Okay, so many people like to skip steps. I like to call our generation the microwave generation. People like to skip steps, and that's you see many young people struggle to get international opportunities, and they find it difficult to get. Let me tell you, one thing that rules the global landscape is the value you bring to the table. It's not about the grammar that you talk. It's not about how eloquent you are. It is about the result you have produced and the incredible skills that you bring to the table. The second thing I'll talk about is acquire the skills that the next level requires. One of my favorite quotes that I wrote a couple of years ago, I said, if you want to go to the next level, acquire the mindset, the attitude, the character, and most importantly, the knowledge and the skills that the next level requires. A young man came to me after watching me on BBC, I think. He said, I want to be like you. How do I get to where you are today? I said, simple. Get the skills that the international community needs. Get the skills that the global landscape requires. And it starts by you getting the skills and being good at where you are right now. Because when you get to where you are, or when you get the skills that the local market requires, the national market requires, you will start opening up your eyes to understand what the international market requires. Okay? So go for skills, go for knowledge, go for more education if you can. It is very important. And I'll end by talking about education. No motivational speaker should tell you that education is very important. Many will say, and begin to quote the Bill Gates and the Mark Zuckerberg and all of that. Come on, these guys drop out of school from Harvard. You cannot drop out from school, from a local community school, or from a quarter school, from a palace school, as I would normally say it, and expect to compete on a global scene. You see, education is important. Personally, for me, the major reason that I got a doctorate degree was because I noticed that when I go to some events, when I go to some international platforms, like I get to do work with the African Development Bank, or do part-time or full-time projects with the United Nations, I will see that people that have doctorate degrees, people that they are not only good at what they do, but when they were able to present better qualifications than what I brought to the table, they had more opportunities. That's a fact. You cannot, take away the importance of relevant certifications in the journey of success, especially in the global scene. For most people, you will need the right certifications to open the door. Then the skills you carry and the kind of character that you embody will keep that door open. Many times people will trust you because of your education in your CV. And when they trust you, you now need to make sure you must deliver by the skills that you command and you have developed. I hope that this lays some foundation on what you can start doing to dominate on the global scene. This is something that's a whole master class that I can teach on what young people can do to win on the global scene. But all I can tell you is hard work is important. Keep working hard, keep showing up, and one of your major goals, your major reason actually should not be to go international. I will tell you the truth. On a personal note, when I started my journey in a small town called Kumbo in the northwest region of Cameroon, what I call Bansol, I never thought I would travel out of the country. I had just one goal. How do I bring young people in my community together and train them and provide all that they need, and we support ourselves to get to the best place that we can get together. I never dreamed that I'll travel multiple countries. My goal was just to become the best where I found myself, and the rest happened. You may call it God's grace, God's favor. Of course, God has been super faithful in the journey, right? But make sure in all that you do, become the best where you are. And as you do that, you will begin to stretch yourself, expose yourself, and the right opportunities will definitely find you. Because in the process of doing that, you will definitely meet the right people, and you will position yourself where these great opportunities will find you, and you will get to the next level. Keep building, keep shining, and of course, have a great event. See you at the top. Cheers.